Hey guys. Hey guys, it is 10:30 in the morning and we are going for a game drive. Whew. Oh yeah. Let's go for a game drive.
Accept my friend.
If at any point you guys want to stop, if you want to take a picture, please let me know. Especially if you see any animals, you have to tell me. Is that okay? Are you going to tell me if you see animals? Okay, yeah. Alrighty. Other than that, guys, ask lots of questions and have fun, okay? Okay, everybody ready to go? Yeah. Om te gaan. Mooi man. Let's see which animals are willing to show themselves.
This was so no. Kenapa tadi animal sahaja ni? Hah? Eh.
Film terus. Vorentoe, sê. Daar's iets op jou, rooi kop.
Okay. Quickly want to go to the giraffe. We'll go back to
Hallo Jerry. You can touch him.
Wat is dat?
Enetjies hardklop.
Alright guys, so to those of you who knows Jerry, who has met Jerry before, okay, you've met Jerry before. So to the rest of you that do not know, this guy, his name is Jerry. So Jerry is a very special giraffe. 6.5 years ago, there was a very bad bushfire here at Bona, and in that fire, unfortunately, Jerry's mom died, so it left him all alone with nobody to care for him. So we had to take him in and raise him with a bottle and milk. So that's why Jerry is so cool, why he's so friendly.
That's fine. Ek drink aan water. Hy gaan niks doen nie. Kom dis groot. Jerry, pas op skoon.
So what do you think that foot is going to do to me? So Jerry is unique, but we do not take chances with him. I will never go in between his feet. I will never walk behind him. There we go.
We saw him. Let me just tell you quickly. In the previous times.
Oh, hi Jerry. Jerry, my baby. Jerry, my baby.
I think it's the nipple. So he's a typical man in that sense. Yes.
Check those is nog nie.
So this is one of the females. Her name is Cherry. Cherry. Guys, can you see this bull walking? Guys, see how much darker in color he is.
Yeah.
Usually with bull giraffe, with the males, usually they are darker in color, but it's not a rule. Look at Jerry. Jerry is very light. So it's just like some of us have blonde hair, black hair, brown hair.
Yeah.
It's genetics. It's the exact same thing. So that guy over there, his name is Tom. Tom and Jerry.
Which one is Tom?
This is tough.
My favorite animal. I love them so much. I think they look fabulous with those stripes on their bodies. Pajama donkeys, guys. Donkeys wearing pajamas. So did you guys know that zebra are the oldest animals in the world? Julle het geweet. Zebras is die oudste diere in die wêreld. They're still made in black and white. That's a joke, guys. So yeah, zebra are incredible animals. So let's end this debate today. What do you guys think? Are zebra black with white stripes or white with black stripes? What do you think?
White with black stripes.
Do you say so because the white color is more dominant?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I
White
take
dominates.
a razor, and I shave all of that hair off, their skin is black underneath. So zebra are black with white stripes. So look at their noses, guys. Their noses do not have any hair on it. So their noses tell us that their skin is black. End of debate. We're not going to debate it. The dark brown spots absorb the heat from the sun, where the white stripes spread it out through the rest of the body. Because if you're that big, you sort of need a built-in radiator system.
Okay.
And the pattern on a zebra is for a different reason. So scientists believe there's a couple of different reasons why they have that stripe pattern. The number one reason is for predator confusion. So what happens if we're standing in the bush and we're having a graze all together in a herd like this, and a lion jumps out? We all start running. And as we run, that stripe pattern breaks up the outline of an individual. So a lion cannot see one zebra, he only sees stripes and he does not know which side to go. One other reason they believe is also for temperature regulation. Black stripes absorb the heat while the white stripes let it out. But another reason, which I quite like, it's for parasite control. So what happens when a fly is going towards a zebra? He gets so confused with the black and white stripes that he does not know where to land. So then he just goes in. Clever, right?
Dis interessant.
Smart.
And they tested that, hulle het getoets met perde. So what they did is they took horses and they let them go into a field. And the horses came back with lots of flies and fly bites. Then they took those same horses, they chased them into the veld, and they put coats on them that had stripes on it. And when the horses got back, they had half as less fly bites as they did with the coats. So dit werk regtig.
Maar ek wil nog iets hê.
He gets to drink his water up here. So it's incredibly uncomfortable for a giraffe to do something like that. I mean, it's not comfortable for us to go into the splits just to drink water. So that's one of the reasons you will rarely find a giraffe lying down.
Okay.
I've seen babies lie down quite often. These babies lie down. But in my career, I've been working as a guide for 5 years now, and in that time I have never seen an adult giraffe lie down. Because it's too much effort to stand up again. And it also helps with predators. So if I'm lying down, I'm a target for a lion. So if I sleep standing up, the lion won't get to me as quickly. And
So they
guys,
sleep while
giraffe
standing.
only sleep for about 3 to 4 hours every day. Sounds like myself. But the most interesting thing about that, they only sleep for about 4 hours, but they sleep those 4 hours in 20-minute naps throughout the day. Yes, so they just take small power naps all throughout the day to get those 4 hours of sleep.
Sounds like my granddaughter.
Almal is 'n bietjie kameelperde by. namesake, and maybe a little bit older than 3 months. And the other one is also a baby, so that's his biggest sister. His big sister is about 4 years old now. So guys, when rhinos breed, they are then pregnant for about 18 months. Every woman that hears that fact is like, because it's double the gestation of a human. So after those 18 months, once the baby is born, that baby will then stay with its mum anything from 3 to 5 years old. So that big sister, she's staying with mum because she's not quite ready to walk. Let's get closer again, guys. Unbelievable. So guys, there's a lot we can say about rhinos. It's hopefully an animal that is close to every South African's heart, because we all know these animals are endangered, right? We all know these animals are being poached.
It's ivory.
Yeah. Before, ivory is teeth. So that horn on her face is not teeth. It's made out of keratin. Keratin. Hetzelfde materiaal as ons hare en ons vingernails. Ivory, ivoor van olifante, it's their teeth. So it's not for the same reason. So, to give you guys background, when rhinos breed, their intercourse will last anything from 4 hours up to 12 hours. Een ronde. All of the men are like, wow, really? And all of the women are like, please spare me. So, the Eastern Asian medicinal belief behind that rhino horn is, if you as a man ingest that horn, that it would somehow increase your stamina to that 4-12 hour. What a ridiculous reason to kill a beautiful animal like that. Do we not already have medication that serves exactly that purpose?
Even better.
Ons hierdie diere doodmaak. Ons het medikasie wat daai tipe dinge doen. But that is, in fact, guys, that is the only reason these animals are endangered. So the only reason rhinos and then everybody, you guys, rhinos, just like pigs, they love rolling in the mud for a couple of different reasons. Number one, it's fun and it's relaxing, just like us swimming or going to the spa and having a mud bath. But the other more important reasons is they roll in the mud because it serves as sunscreen. So in the hot African sun, that mud just protects their skin a little bit. But the other more important reason is they roll in the mud for parasite control. So they'll roll in the mud, the ticks and all of the bugs get covered with mud, they suffocate, and when the mud falls off, the ticks fall off. And guys, these are white rhinos. I don't think I ever said. Hier is wit rhinosters. We don't have any black rhinos with us. No black rhinos, unfortunately, for a couple of different reasons. Black rhinos are much more endangered, so that makes them much more expensive to buy and to keep on your property. And black rhinos are much, much more aggressive. We could not be this close if it was a black rhino.
Tell them the difference.
So the biggest difference, the easiest way, what I always look for is I look at the face of the animal. So if you guys look at her nose, can you see how wide and how rectangular shaped her mouth is? Can you guys see that? So white rhinos are what we call grazers. They eat only grass. Black rhinos, however, they are what we call browsers. So they eat only leaves. So black rhinos have a thin triangular shaped mouth because that thin mouth helps them to get in between the branches. Her wide mouth helps her to eat as much grass as she possibly can. In fact, that's how they got their names. So it has nothing to do with the color of the animal, it has to do with that mouth. When Dutch settlers first came to Africa and they started settling, they saw these two rhinos and they saw the wide mouth, so a wit rhinoster, wit rhinoster. Wide hump on her shoulders. Then she's got another hump on her tail or just next to her tail. And then in between on her back, she's got another hump. So a black rhino has that top hump and the back hump, where a white rhino has that extra little hump. So they've got 3 humps, where a black rhino only has 2. So as jy ooit net die rug van die dier sien, dan kan jy so dit sê.
Baie interessant.
that one on the middle of the back.
Dit is hoe julle uit.
Because it, that's where you
Hy het hulle in die land ingebring.
That's why she's separated from the rest of the herd. I see there's a bit of afterbirth. Sy het 'n kleintjie definitief gehad, dis hoekom sy alleen loop. Dit was vir 'n oomblik. Ja,
kleintjies
hulle
weg.
doen dit ook. They do that, so that's why she's walking on her own. But let's follow her for a moment. Maybe she'll show us to the rest of the herd. So guys, this is the cat.
Dit lok die wilde diere weg van die babietjie af.
Yes, so that's something most antelope do as well.
Yes.
Wild animals. When a mum feels she's close to ready or close to giving birth, she'll move away from the rest of the herd and she will give birth in a nice and secluded spot. She will then leave the baby in that spot and she will go back to the rest of the herd and she'll only come in the morning and in the evening to give milk to the baby. So that's just a way to protect the baby from predators and other animals, and it's a way for the mum and the baby to learn to know each other. Soos hulle moet mekaar eers bietjie leer ken, each other's sense of smell, and only after 2 or 3 weeks will she get the baby and then they will rejoin it. It's a shame hierdie mama say she's searching for the rest of the herd now, but it's okay, she will find them eventually. But yeah guys, those are the Ankoli cattle, one of the most expensive cattle breeds in the world. It's one of the rarest cattle breeds in the world. When our president first saw the value in these animals, he went up to Uganda. That is where these animals originally came from, where they were originally bred. And then what he wanted to do is he wanted to import live animals from Uganda. It was not possible at that stage for him. So what he then did is he bought a bunch of fertilized embryos. He then imported the embryos back to South Africa and implanted them into surrogate Jersey cows. And then they gave birth to the Ankolis. So now that was 8 or 9 years ago. So there's many Ankolis now in South Africa. But what's really interesting, all of the Ankolis in South Africa are descendants from those first surrogate cows. Interessant, né?
Yeah.
Animals have a backstory like that.
Ekskuus, ek wil jou gou weer iets sê ook in die horing.
I cut it off. The cross section looks almost like a honeycomb. It's hollow on the inside. So what happens in Uganda, where they come from, the average summer temperature is 45 degrees Celsius. So that's a lot hotter than here in South Africa. So what happens is the hot blood from the body moves into the horns, wind blows over the horns, cools down the blood, and then it moves back to the rest of the
Oh, the
So
body.
it's like a built-in radiator system. And if you take that horn and you just cut it off, the animal will bleed to death because it's wonderful. You guys know how the kudu got its name? Meneer?
Nee.
So there's a paar verskillende stories. There's a couple of different jokes. So number one is the vehicle was driving through the bush and the antelope jumped in front and it went kudu. And then the other one is the hunter, when he pulled the trigger of the gun went kudu. There's a bit more well-known one in Afrikaans. So kudus are very well known for jumping high.
Yes.
A kudu can jump 3 meters into the air standing still. So one of those kudus can jump over this vehicle if they want to. Incredible, right? Because this vehicle at that top, it's about 3 meters. So the other story on how the kudu got its name is when the kudu jumped over the fence, his legs smashed together and they went kudu. But the real reason how the kudu got its name, the Khoisan gave them their name. So it's the sound their hoofs make when they run. Kudu, 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 kudu. One standing, grazing, besides the two lying over here, that's him over there. his name is Harry, and then the female, her name is Daisy, and the little baby's name is Baby Chomp.
No.
Potensiaal. Nee, we indruk hier nou. Ek het hom op die
These kids are most likely too young to remember, but the Chomp chocolate, that's how he got his name. Yes, it always reminds me of that advertisement that was on TV years ago. Do you guys remember that? When they said, take a Chomp? Yeah.
We are done with the game drive, so we're gonna go for Predator drive. Yeah. Let's go.
Ones that we raised, that we grew up with. So these ones.
That stayed with you guys long time.
Say again.
That stayed with you guys long time.
Yes. So especially those animals, an animal that was hand reared, they always usually have names. Hello, Mo. She's a very sweet cat. So guys, leopards are the most dangerous cats in the world. I personally believe a leopard is much more dangerous than a lion. If a leopard was as big as a lion, they would be 3 times as strong as a lion. Hey. Ooh, she's angry at him for some reason. So guys, leopards, there's a lot we can say about them. Number one, that beautiful pattern on their body. It's my favorite animal pattern is leopard pattern, which is most interesting to me. If I take a razor and I shave off all of that hair, that spot pattern will still be on her skin. So it's her skin color, not the color of her hair, which I find beautiful. Ooh, she's not happy with him. They have a new roommate now, and that's making her very jealous. Typical female. Mexican. So those of us who work with these animals, we have a bit of a nickname for them. We call them 1,000 stitches in 5 seconds, because that's how much damage they can do in a short amount of time.
Short space of time.
It's incredible cats. As she's standing there, she weighs about 40, maybe 35, maybe 40 kgs. I'm 70 kgs. She can pick me up and chuck me into a tree as if it's nothing. They can pick up more than double their body weight with their mouth. The male, he's about 45, maybe 50 kgs. He can pick up a 120 kilogram man and pull him up into a tree. It's incredible how strong they are. Beautiful cats.
So
Those ones will get nice and close too. So these 3 lazy boys, and I've seen my tiger female is over here as well. These boys, this is unfortunately the closest we're going to be able to get to them. On the other side we'll be able to see their faces. But these are 3 male lions, guys. And those are the rescue animals that I was speaking of earlier. These ones over here, yes. So 2 of them, the 2 of the long manes closest to us, the one lying down and the one on this side. The one on this side, his name is Duke. The one lying down completely, his name is Maximus. So Duke and Max, they came from hunting farms. So I'm not sure if you guys know. Do you know what canned hunting is? Canned hunting is. So in South Africa and in Africa, in fact, it's something that happens quite often. Places like this go and they raise animals in enclosures like this in captivity. And then once the animal is fully grown, mature, they then release them into a small area, and then some or other overseas hunter pays a lot of money to come and hunt them.
Isn't it game hunting?
It's
Game hunting.
no, big game hunting is completely different. So big game hunting is where you go into an open reserve, like the one that we took the game drive through this morning. We go into an open reserve and then you hunt large animals. Canned hunting is when you specifically take small or raised animals, captive raised animals like this, and you release them into a small area, and then you sell it as this big game hunting to overseas hunters. So that is cruel in my opinion. These were the 2 very first predators that Bona ever got. Oma over here, she is 24 years old, and Opa is 25 years old. That is very old for a tiger. In the wild, you would never or you would rarely find a tiger or a lion above the age of 14 years. In captivity, where we give you a girlfriend, we give you space, we give you food, you don't have to stress as much, so you can get a lot older. So the average life expectancy for both tigers and lions in captivity is 20 to 25 years. So according to statistics, they are at their maximum, at their limit, but both of them are very healthy. They're still doing very well. They still got their teeth. They're not in any pain that we can tell. So hopefully, maybe they'll be able to make it to 27 or 28 years of age, which would be very
So
good.
they are over 25 years old.
Over to she's 24 and the male is 25. So we're hoping for them to go over that age.
So they are not giving problems.
Not that we can tell. They've still got their teeth and they do not have any pain. They still play with one another and they still fight with one another. It's
Yes,
one of the
they are
reasons we
very active.
very active. So they're healthy, and that's the most important thing to
Must
us.
have the babies.
Say again.
They must have the babies.
They used to have babies.
Not
They're,
now.
they're too old to. They still try to, but they're too old to have babies now. But yeah, they used to. The last litter they had was 4 years ago. 4 years ago they had babies, but they're not breeding anymore. Wonderful cats.
So where are those babies?
Those babies, so they were sold to other predator parks and other properties.
Okay.
Not to someone's house to keep as a pet in your house. Guys, don't get drunk and buy animals. That's not a good idea. I mean, it was now 2 months ago where that. Did you guys see that? Where that tiger? No, I'm not supposed to do this, but shame. Let's open up for them. Come. So they've got a little bit of leftover food and now they want to gnaw on the bones. So guys, these are wild dogs. Many people confuse them with hyenas. They look very similar to hyenas, but the main difference is hyenas are much bigger than wild dogs. Now look at these lions. Now the lions are jealous because they've got something to eat, but guys, and this is Duke.
Okay.
So now they are very jealous at these wild dogs because these wild dogs still have quite a bit of meat left, but it's fine. You guys have a bit of growth left to do. Done, we'll open up for them so the bones stay in this pot, so I can safely go in and clean them. Yes, without worrying that a tiger is gonna bite. Barbara is a very good name for a lion. Alex, Ziki.
Oh, it's a female, right?
No, it's a male.
When that Maria.
No, he's a male.
I
He's a
thought
male.
I just heard you say she.
Well, see, I know. I say Sinky.
Okay.
Sinky is little boy.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, it's his mate.
It's his mate, so she's about this big now. So we're
Okay.
waiting until she's fully grown, and then we
Okay.
can introduce them to one another.
Okay.
He used to have 2 other males living here with him,
Okay.
but those 2 males turned on him and they started fighting with him. So we sold the 2 males because Alex was hand-reared as well. So
Okay.
he's friendly. So the person that raised him, Luke, he comes right up to the fence to greet Luke and stuff like that. So we got rid of those 2 and we Thank you.
So we are done with we are done. So we are done with the tribes for the day. Not for the day, we are done. So we're gonna have some lunch and then go back to the room, chill, go to the pool maybe, then later on dinner, and then that will be bed.